Today is December 1st, 2:16 p.m. with an air temperature at about 38 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to take a walk from home up to Mount Hope Cemetery where I was in my previous video and check out the roads up there to see how they're coming along, getting rid of the snow and ice. Beautiful day here in Bangor, Maine. Unusually warm. Again, it is 2:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, December 1st. I only live about 200 yards from the entrance, so we're halfway there now. This is Guernsey Monuments over here. They make headstones. Been there forever and a day for many, many years. Early 70s that I remember. The sights and sounds of State Street, Bangor. Outer State Street, also known as Route 2. And I see that there are some people down there walking. This house here is where the superintendent of the cemetery lives. Boy, there are quite a few cars down in there today. That's good. We got rain coming in tomorrow, so that'll melt a lot of that ice. Okay, and we have arrived. Mount Hope Cemetery. Incorporated 1834. It's the second largest cemetery of its kind in the country. Between the State Street side and the Mount Hope Avenue side, there's about 20,000 burials up here. So I'm going to go up this way towards the Civil War Monument. A lot of the roads are blocked off this time of year, of course. They don't plow these. Still a little bit of ice and snow, but nothing major. Okay, we're coming up on the Civil War Monument. Right here. Okay. Okay, now here we are at the Civil War Monument here at Mount Hope Cemetery, Bangor, Maine. It's the one and only Civil War monument in the United States that was consecrated while the Civil War was still being fought. There are no others. In memory of our citizen soldiers who died for their country, consecrated 1864. And here we have Reverend Henry C. Henrys, born May 1820, died March 30th, 1865. And there's names on here of veterans of the Civil War. And here as well, it's fairly worn off now, so it's hard to, even though it was engraved in, time has taken its toll on it. Okay, here lies Captain John Eyre. He was a colonel of the 16th Regiment Maine Volunteers, died in Libby Prison, Richmond, Virginia, February 22nd, 1863. He was 35 years old. And I know it's hard to make that out. Okay. Well, that completes that. Now, a few other things I want to see here. Okay, there's a nice monument there. Hard to see in a little dark. I need direct sunlight, but I'm not getting it right at the moment. I really need a gimbal, but I don't know which gimbal to get. Gonna do some research on that, maybe direct message a couple of live streamers out of New York and see what they think. Okay, I'm gonna circle to the left here. Now this is where you tie your horse up to before the automobile was invented. And there's 3 of those here. A lot of graves up on that hillside. I don't know why they would bury somebody on a steep hill like that, but they did. Actually, I can actually walk up here fairly well today. Okay, now we're coming up on a set of granite steps that was used in the movie Pet Cemetery by Stephen King. That movie was filmed in and around Bangor, and 2 scenes were filmed right about where I'm standing. One up on the side of the hill, up in that area, and the other one down in this area. In the summer, it's not uncommon to see runners sprinting these steps. It's good exercise. And that tube up there belongs to the first mayor of Bangor and his wife. So what I'm going to do is go back where I just came from. Boy, it's been a while since I've been doing much walking. But I figured today that I'd get out and get some done while the weather cooperates. Hopefully this weekend it will be good. But tomorrow it is not gonna be. So I figured if I'm gonna do it, I better do it now. Okay, and right there, this was a lumber baron from the 1800s, Rufus Dwiddle. Now, he is actually buried there, just like that. Back in the 1800s, the city of Bangor, Maine was a huge lumber capital of the world. And then the lumber industry fell through. The logs would be floated down right over there to the Penobscot River and picked up by ships laid between Bangor and Brewer, and then take it out into open ocean all over the world. Now right here we have the Hannibal Hamlin family plot. Hannibal Hamlin was President Lincoln's first vice president, and that is him right over there. And as you can see, there's some other beautiful monuments up there. Some of these monuments are actually an absolute work of art. They really are. These roads originally that I'm walking on that's paved now, of course, were originally dirt for horse and buggy. Here's a tomb here. I don't know anything about it though. But somebody, family members of somebody, Weber, okay, they're hanging a wreath on that. Weber is a common name around here, most commonly Weber Oil, Dan Weber, and I don't know if that's him or not. Now over here is part of the Penobscot River that flows into Penobscot Bay and right into open ocean. In the winter, it's not uncommon for icebreakers to come up the river as far as Bangor. There isn't the oil tanks on the Bangor-Hamden line, so they got to keep that waterway open for petroleum deliveries. I have walked all these grave sites before. See, there's a big family plot there. Sunset is going to be about 3:50 p.m. Eastern time tonight. It's much earlier than, say, New York City or Boston. Certainly much earlier than North Florida or Central Florida. Here we're coming up on another post to tie your horse up to. Not many around in the city of Bangor these days, but there are some. Okay, what we're looking at here is a waiting area for the trolley. Back many years ago, nearly 100 years ago now or more, trolleys used to come up State Street, and this was a waiting area. Now this goes back to before the town of Veazey was a town. The town of Veazey, right up the road here, was actually part of Bangor, and then somehow became a town. The namesake Veazey is buried here at Mount Hope. There's the gate for it there, and that's, whoa, here's the waiting room. Can't really see inside. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a concrete bench in there. Basically, it's a bus stop. Essentially is what it is. Okay, let's go this way. Okay, a big tomb there. Gilbert for somebody. Up in this area of the cemetery, there's a lot of old and new intermixed. Over on that far hill, it's all old there. Okay. Beautiful area up here, especially in the summer and in the fall when the leaves are turning. It's gorgeous. I wish I could have gotten up here for that, but due to health issues, I just couldn't do it. Okay. Gonna take everyone to a couple of big monuments here. There's a big spire over here. Okay, here we come up on a monument with the name Hill on it. I don't believe there's really any information on that. Okay, here we are. Wonder how much something like that would have cost to build. All right, the next one I want to go to is this one down here. Someone built it for their mom. And it looks like a very expensive project, like most of them are. Okay, now we come up on the Kingsbury Gravesite. Now, there's a possibility that they may be related to me. However, I don't know. This is Beatrice here. My mother's maiden name was Beatrice. Whoops. Beatrice here. My mother's maiden name was Beatrice, and she was named after her aunt, but I don't have any information on Beatrice. I have checked. There was a book written by Annie E. Rideout in 1953 titled The History of Bridgewater, Maine. That's where I'm from. And I don't recall anything in there about her. I'd have to go down to the Bangor Public Library and get a copy of it, look at it again. Okay, here we are. I'm gonna try and get this without falling over here. Erected to the sacred memory of gentle and loving mother by her devoted sons. Amanda M. Harris, wife of Charles Schofield, is who this is. So that was really amazing that her sons built this, or had it built. Let's step back here a little bit. And there we are. Okay, now let's go down this way for a while. Yeah, I definitely need a gimbal. I gotta start researching that like tonight. And there's that spire that we saw earlier. Oh, there goes Mr. Squirrel. I want to go over this way. There is a fox den somewhere. I can't remember. I think it's over that way. We've seen the fox running around here and running around behind my apartment. It actually came up in my doorway this past summer, looked in my doorway, was looking at me. I went to grab my camera and it took off. So I never did get a picture of it. We don't have much snow on the ground. We've only got maybe an inch, maybe 2 at the absolute, not even 2. Basically a dusting right now. A lot of that snow was melted off today, and a lot more hopefully tomorrow. A lot of skunks up here in the summer. Great big ones too. Big skunks. And big groundhogs. Haven't seen any deer though. Little pond down in there. As far as I can tell, there's no water inlet or outlet. So I don't know what its water source is. Huh. Okay, let's walk up this way. I guess climb a hill. Be good for me to do that once in a while. Now, as I recall, that fox den was up in this area. Unless the cemetery crew brought in wildlife to remove it and backfilled the hole, I don't know. And as I've said in the previous video, this is all a learning curve for me. But I am having fun with it and getting some exercise. So that's always a good thing. Over there, we're on the other side, far over. We're looking at Eddington Bend. The town of Eddington is on the north end of Brewer, on the other side of the Penobscot River. Okay, and here we are climbing a hill. Okay, there's a different view of the Penobscot River. This hill is pretty tall. We're pretty high up right now. That's the flats down there that we came across, where the Civil War monument is. Whoa, a little icy there. Oh, maybe that fox den is down in there. I can't remember, but I am not going down that hill. It's all ice. Okay, we'll climb up to the very peak here. Now this right here is a road, but it's all grass covered now. It was never paved over. There are a few of those like that here. It is very, very good walking though. Okay, let's see. Oh, I wonder what happened there. Okay, let's try and get out of here without killing myself. Oh yeah, people have been using these stairs. Now, down at the bottom, I was saying that people sprint up these stairs in the summer. Looking from the top down, just to the left is where one scene of Pet Cemetery was filmed. And the other scene was right down in that area there. So there were two scenes filmed here. Okay, I'm going to take a chance here and walk up in through there. See what we can find. Pretty good walking here, so. I just worry about the ice because of my hip. Okay. Okay, now we're up on the peak of the cemetery, the highest point. Now, right up here is not a birdhouse. It has speakers in it and plays bells periodically throughout the day. I thought it was a birdhouse first time I saw it, but it wasn't. Okay, you can see how high up we are. There is the superintendent's lodge down in there. Okay. Let's head back over this way. All right, this is the first burial here at Mount Hope Cemetery. First internment. Samuel Call. July 9th, 1836. He was 58 years old. Now, that doesn't make sense. He died July 9th, 1836. Okay, I thought he was buried in 1834. Okay, I'll have to look that up on the Mount Hope Cemetery's website. Okay, let's continue down this way. At least I'm not playing this so late in the day. I can actually get some video. Because at some point in time next summer or even next winter, it's going to be fun to watch these videos on TV. And as you can see, most of the roads are paved and it is very hilly here. But you can, if you're out walking for exercise, you have the ability to set your own course. You can either stay on the flats or go gradual hills or steep hills like we just were on. So you can get the best of three worlds anyways on that. And what we're going to do now is go down onto the flats. And look around down there for a minute. Okay, we'll see how this road is here going down. Doesn't look too awful bad. See the ponds there and a bridge and the pond there. Okay, just go slow. This is a non-sectarian cemetery here, by the way. See some clouds coming in. Normally in the summer I'd cut across the grass, But this time of year, I'm just going to stick right to the roads. Be much easier. Somebody taking pictures there. Okay. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to swing around this way. Maintenance shed up there from the maintenance department here. They do a very good job here at Mount Hope Cemetery. There are no trash cans anywhere around, and this place is spotless, always. And if I'm walking out there and I see some trash, I'll pick it up and take it home and throw it out. There's no need of that here. Here we are at the stream. Hi. Okay, yeah. We'll continue on here, I guess. My back is getting really tight. There are some graves up there on top of that big tomb here. But I've never seen any information on it. These are very old graves up here, dating back to the 1800s, early 20th century. And if memory serves me correctly, that is the superintendent right there. Okay, we're gonna head back home. My back is hurting bad. And see if we could take a look at what the landlord's doing out back of the building. I'll come up again next day or two and finish this tour, because I do want to get over to the other side of the cemetery, over to the other side of Mount Hope Avenue. Hi. There's still much more to go on this place, but I just can't do it right now. Plus the sun's getting down too low and I really need more light. Much better doing this tour with no snow on the ground or in the summer. Okay, that up there is the big family plot of Vesey, the namesake of the town of Vesey, right up the road. Sun's getting down behind the clouds. And there is the crematorium. Okay. No ducks or geese out there today. Okay. 46 minutes into this, that's cool. Okay, coming up here we have a grave for home for aged women. It was somewhere here in Bangor. I never could figure out where. But I do know that there was a big fire and there was a 100% loss of life. Everyone in there died. Now, the stone directly in front of me is they died 1886, July 9th, 1886. So apparently it was back in 1886. Maybe I can get a little bit more specific here, maybe not. Yeah, okay. This was founded in 1872, but the fire was before then. I've reached out to a couple of people several years ago about this, and I couldn't nobody knew where it was here in Bangor. But as far as we know, it was in Bangor. It must have been. I suppose I'll have to try again because I am curious about that. Okay. Yeah, clouds are coming in, so. Oh, goodness. I'll sleep good tonight. Okay. This is the way we came in right here. Okay, now, let's check this out. Down on the other end of the cemetery, there was a Korean War memorial down there, and the names of everybody from Maine who served in the Korean War, and if they were awarded any medals. And there are several Medal of Honor winners down there too. Okay, this is for the Civil War also. Okay, this is the, in memory of 2nd Maine Regiment volunteers. It's a gift from Luther H. Pierce, a member of that regiment. Luther H. Pierce has done a lot of monuments and stuff downtown Bangor. And as we can see here, Bull Run, Yorktown, Hanover Courthouse, Gaines Mill, Maverick Hill, Manassas, Second Bull Run, Antietam, Shepherdstown, Ford, Fredericksburg, Chancellorsville. Okay, now let's get on out of here and get back home, get the coffee going. Oh. Nice little screenshot right there. Okay, there's Guernsey's monuments once again. And these over here are nice condos. Don't know who owns it or who the developer was, but they're very nice condos looking over there. Okay. Riverwalk Village it's called. Nice place in there. And here once again is the Acadia Cannabis Company, also known as the Pot Shop. They do a big business there. They have a lot of CBD oil too, which does not have THC in it. That might help my hip right there. Geez, my flag of my mailbox is still up. The mail still hasn't hit yet. It's gonna be pushing 3 o'clock. But the mail here on this route comes anywhere between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. There just seems to be no consistency to it, so. Okay. This turret room right here was once at Mount Hope Cemetery. I don't know the history of it, but for some reason it was moved here many years ago. You can see up on top there's colored glass there. And the landlord is still here. Well, let's go see what he's building.
No, I'm gonna have to cut it now. What's up, buddy?
Just been up the cemetery.
Yeah.
Filming.
Yeah.
Getting video for my YouTube channel and that type of thing. How you doing?
Good.
What you building?
Converting this into a shed.
Oh, cool beans.
Yeah. So we can get rid of some of this stuff that's just laying outside.
There you go.
Yeah.
Could make it into another apartment.
There you go.
Yeah. So what's new? Anything?
Nothing, man.
I see Dead River out there earlier.
Yep, all set.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Kevin will be happy.
Yep. We figured out there was a gas leak. It wasn't just that regulator that day. The pipe was actually rusted through where it went through the plywood. So like that day I smelt it when I first got here.
Yeah.
But then after I switched it around, I didn't smell it. Probably because the wind was blowing it up.
Oh, yeah, because I could smell it bad in there, even with the window closed. My friends John and Lindsay were here one day, and Lindsay got a hell of a migraine. Yeah. She had to take the night off from work because of it.
Yeah.
And she has hydrocephalus, if you're familiar with that. Yeah. It's fluid on the brain. Yeah. And she's borderline to have a shunt put in. The doctors said the risks outweigh the benefits, so... But she's susceptible to different smells like that and whatnot. So, well, good deal. I got to go upload onto YouTube and Facebook and have fun doing that. All right, have a good day, Jeremy. Take care. Okay, well, that was nice. Okay, we're back home once again, and well, that was a heck of a walk. It was a good one, though. It's good to get out of the house for once in a while. Good Lord, it was awful. Now just waiting on the mail. All right, and there we are. And I will go ahead and end this video.